Welcome to another episode of the Microdose, Ep.4. It's me, Eddy.
It's your boy Jefferson.
And we're back with another motherfucking episode, and we're very excited. And I know you guys are too, because we got a juicy fucking episode this week. I was out of town.
Yeah, let me hear it, dude, because I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, so normally we record on Sundays. Today we're actually recording on Monday.
Late Monday. It's almost Tuesday at this point.
Yeah, pretty much might as well be because, yeah, pretty much I got here yesterday and today we went shooting and we did other shit that we'll get into a little bit later.
We both lost $5
Oh, yeah, we both lost $5.
to my brother.
Yeah, no.
We didn't think was going to have as good of a shot as he did, but he kind of fucked us up.
Yeah,
He was the first shot in the bet, so he didn't fuck us up, but we just didn't have a chance.
Yo, that one bottle, though, the nightmare bottle.
We were trying to get that bottle for how many rounds, dude?
Oh, my God. All of them.
In our defense, the bottle was far away, and you could barely see it. But either way, I was disappointed in myself.
Yeah, that shit had us hot. But we'll get a little bit into that a little bit later. I do want to start with, just being grateful and thankful that I'm able to take a vacation. And shout out to my work and my wife's work because, they allowed us to take this time off. And
yeah, we were fucking busy.
Yeah, they had to hold it down at work. I know Michael was saying it was like crazy busy and shit. So I'm glad they were able to get through it. I hate missing out on money too. So, there's
we
that.
had to pull somebody out of state just to replace Eddy because it was so busy.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, dude, I could have made that much money. So, but I'm still thankful and happy because I had a very good time and I experienced something new. So we went to Philadelphia to go see the Bad Bunny concert.
And it was your first time in Philly, right?
Yeah, first time in Philly. So we pretty much fly there. And our first flight's really easy. We had a layover. I forgot where the fuck our layover was. I think it was in like Texas. I don't know.
I feel like it was. I was going to say that, but I don't remember. I think you posted on your story, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll have to double check. That's how dumb I am. But yeah, pretty much we had a layover. It was only like an hour though, so it wasn't too bad on the way there. And when we got there, we were pretty much just tired from traveling the whole day and shit like that. So we just like.
What time did you get there?
I want to say like probably like 10 or 11 at night. And then so when we got there, we're like, are things even open like this late in Philly? Like we didn't know the situation because in Vegas, when you're from here, everything's open all the time.
Dude, whenever I go to a different city, I'm like, it's 12 o'clock. Why the fuck the gas station closed?
Yeah, dude, like Utah. When I went to Utah, me and Denise were like, bro, like.
Fuck Utah.
Dude, yeah. It's like midnight and we're like super hyper and ready to do shit because we're on vacation and there's like, everything's like closed. So it's like, I guess we're sleeping early and doing activities early in the morning.
Yeah,
like,
I'm sorry to all my Utah people, but that place sucks balls, bro. Utah sucks. And my boss and my other boss is from Utah, and
that's funny. Both your bosses?
Yeah, I mean, like both of our bosses at our job.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous.
I feel that.
The dynamic is so different out there compared to here.
Yeah, so that shit, we were just like, all right, cool. We're pretty tired. We were hungry and shit. So we just got there, literally changed into like a little, like from our clothes and shit. We're like, let's go get some food because we were starving. So we're like, all right. So we look up the first fucking place that comes up is like they're looking at different shit and I'm looking at some stuff. So I suggest Max cheesesteaks. I'm like, it's close. I want to try Philly cheesesteak. We're here already.
Let's just pause for a second. I asked this dude to bring me a cheesesteak back from Philly, and he didn't. He didn't even reply to my message, actually, when I sent him one.
I'm sorry.
When he was in Philly. He didn't even think about me at all.
Damn.
Been my friend for over 10 years.
He wants me
Didn't think of me once. He had a freezer at his fucking Airbnb. I guarantee you there was a freezer.
Yeah, there was.
I told him, last day, you just throw that bitch in the freezer, when you get on your flight, bring it back. It's all good. I ain't going to trip.
I apologize, but we can always take a trip out there, dude.
You apologize on camera? You didn't apologize the whole day we was kicking it?
No, right now. You brought it up, so I'm sorry.
I had to bring it up because you didn't apologize without me bringing it up.
You're right.
Bad friend.
That is true. That is a bad friend trait. I'm sorry. But I do apologize. And I would say let's make a trip to Philly. Or
You gonna buy me a Philly?
honestly, I'll tell you this much.
You owe me one.
Let me just cut to my chase. All right. Fuck Philly. We can make a better trip somewhere else. I'll start by that.
Oh, no way.
I'll start with that.
So Philly and Utah, out of here.
Let's go to Florida, okay? So we'll get into
let's hear
this.
it. Let's hear it.
So the only thing good about Philly are their cheesesteaks.
Damn, dude. The people were trash.
And like 2 Meek Mill songs. No, I'm just kidding, but
Disrespectful.
no, I'm kidding.
the people
They got a
suck
lot of
too, or
culture and they got some dope shit. No, I met a lot of cool people out there. I'm fucking around. But their streets suck, bro. They're built like dog shit. So, yeah, pretty much we go to get this in. Yeah, I had a rental, so I was driving the whole time there and it was not fun, bro. Like little ass streets. Most of them are only one way. Like it's just potholes everywhere. Like every single where potholes.
What did you tell me about Mexico's roads?
It's like that. It literally felt like I was in Mexico. I told Denise, I was like, I feel like I'm in Mexico right now. And I don't have fun driving in Mexico either. So, yeah, we go pull up to fucking Max's cheesesteaks and shit. We grab our cheesesteaks and shit, and then we go to the bar next door, which you could take your food over there and shit. So, we all get drinks. It's me, my wife, and her sister, my sister-in-law. And pretty much we're just
Stupid.
Yeah, stupid. But we're just fucking go over there, order our drinks, and I eat that shit. Like we fuck it up, and let me tell you, this shit is so gas. Look, Max's cheesesteaks, bro. Check them out. If you're in Philly, go there. Get yourself a motherfucking Philly cheesesteak.
I tasted it through your story.
Was ridiculously good, bro. And it had mushrooms in that bitch. Oh my god.
My boy posted like 3 different stories of cheesesteaks while he was out there.
Bro.
Didn't message me once.
And these were the best ones.
Didn't say me nothing.
If I would have got you any of these, it would have been those.
But you didn't, man.
I know, dude. And then so, yeah, pretty much we fuck these cheesesteaks up. I'm sitting there drinking. Some guys stand like next to us, and like they're like older gentlemen, you know, and they're just like having a good time, having a drink and shit. So I just started talking to him. I'm like, "You guys are from here?" And he's like, "No, I'm from Georgia, but I've been in Philly for some time." And like they're just cool as fuck. It was this guy, and then the gentleman next to him was like a little bit even older than him. Like he looked like maybe he was like 38, 40. You know, early 40s. The other guy looked like he was 50, like maybe late 50s and shit. But he was just talking about like, his friend was like kind of talking to him about like, oh, let's get out of here soon because we're gonna go to the gym tomorrow. And he's like, bro, I don't want to go. And he's like, bro, come on, like let's go to the gym tomorrow. Like stop being a bitch. He's just like,
it's a good friend.
He's like, I don't even want to. He's like, you think I want to go? He's like, I don't even want to go. He's like,
real ass nigga.
Yeah, he's like, let's just go in the morning. He's like, let's call it an early night and let's just go to the fucking gym in the morning and then we'll go and have drinks tomorrow or some shit, you know? And the guy's like, man, I really don't want to go. You're on your fucking gym bullshit right now. He's like, I'm over here trying to have a good time.
He's on his gym bullshit. No, nigga, you're on your bar bullshit. What you mean? How you gonna shame him? You want to go to the gym? Ugh, dirty ass nigga.
Take care of yourself. Feel good about yourself.
Healthy?
Strong.
Have 7 beers and no water.
And I'm like, you know, it's like the younger dude telling the older guy. And then so we just start talking and shit. He thinks I'm really cool, and I tell him about the podcast and stuff like that. And it was just really nice because he told me, he's like, these are the best Philly cheesesteaks in Philly. And like he told me a dope ass fact, which I looked up some shit. And it's the movie Creed and Creed 2. They had some that place, Max's Cheesesteaks, had cameos.
Oh, word.
On there, yeah. So if you see those movies,
that's the Michael B. Jordan movie.
Mm-hmm. You'll see it's like the Rocky, like.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like, kept it going. But yeah, so apparently that was on there, and then it's also Kevin Hart's like favorite like Philly, like in Philly. Their favorite
he's from Philly, isn't he?
I believe so.
I think he is. Yeah.
Let me look. Yeah, we should look that up. But yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and apparently that he's been there like multiple times, like over 3 times, like and like done like shit there, you know. Which is just dope. It's like dope. It's a little fact he told me. He's like, everyone's gonna tell you that these other spots are way better, but he's like, no, nothing compares to Max's. And after I tried other ones, I was like, nah, he's right, bro. Like when you're right, you're right.
It's probably like Katz's Deli. I forget where it's at. I think it's in New York or something like that. But that's like one of the like iconic places that everyone always talks about. It's in a bunch of movies and shit like that. Yeah, Kevin's from Philly.
Nice. Yeah, see, it's dope. And so I'm like, so he dropped some knowledge, and it was just cool because like even though they were talking about the gym and stuff, like, and I told them about the podcast, they just saw how motivated I was about it and like how excited I am to like just drop content every week and do this thing with my boy and just learning more about how to grow and share the podcast with people and just promoting and shit like that, editing, everything about it is just like I'm indulging myself with that shit, and it's just dope. And so like they saw that in me, and they're just like, my boy started telling me, he's like, a couple people came up to me about like I should do a podcast with them, and he's like, but the cat that wants to do it, he just doesn't seem like motivated. Like he wants to do it, but just kind of like
he doesn't have the ambition.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm gonna tell you this, like we did the same thing with our first podcast. It was like we really wanted to do it, but it was more like let's just chill, fuck around, and
I feel like our entire podcast before was a whole pilot podcast. You know what I mean? How shows have a pilot episode to see if it's gonna work. You know what I mean? Our whole previous podcast was a pilot to see if what we're doing is gonna work, and it didn't. That's why we changed things up. You know what I mean? We realized that maybe the way we're doing things isn't going to work, and we got to find what works for us and really move forward with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then that's what I was telling them too. I was just like, a big part of it is like, even if you do start it, just be consistent with it, and maybe that will grow in him where he's like, damn, I really like doing this, and then you'll see that effort on both sides where it's like on your level where like if you really want to do it, just do it. Like, yeah, maybe not a lot of people might see it, but the people that do, they might really fuck with it.
Right.
And it's like,
that's how you build yourself. You know what I mean? Just like I've told you like a few months ago or whatever, like half a year ago, whatever, fuck, I don't know, about our audience isn't the people that we know and we grew up with. You know what I mean? Our audience is all of you guys, the entire world. You know what I mean? We have everyone that we can reach out to. We need to not limit ourselves to the people that we know and like, oh, let's get all the people we know to like our shit and to follow us. Quite honestly, don't nobody care about them. Like what matters is the entire world. We have such a huge audience that we can reach, you know what I mean? And people that know you and try to bring you down because they don't want you to do better than them because they have a personal connection with you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But these people that are online don't have that personal connection with you, where they're tied into you and your emotions and stuff like that. They see something like, I like that and I want to run with it. You know what I mean?
And that's why it's like you were talking about earlier, is like building those connections and like having other people on the podcast that do their own thing, and like anyone that reaches out. And even if you're here just visiting for a week and you do some shit out of state and you don't know us that well, shoot us a fucking email, dude. Real Microdose podcast at gmail.com. Fucking hit us up. I'm down. Like, we're always down to do podcasts with interesting people. Even if you don't do like something like creative like this, maybe you work in an interesting environment,
right?
And it's something we don't know anything about, so it's like shit like that's cool. But needless to say, by the end of it, these guys, after our conversation, he's like, man, let's get out of here and hit this gym in the morning. Like, just like, I feel y'all. Like, he felt the vibe. So we were just all like, and I was just like, bro, like, I'm out here on vacation. I'm still going to go home and edit some shit, like, and still try to make my shit.
My boy was on vacation working on the podcast. Fucking got off the plane. It looked like you were fucking in another fucking airport just working on shit.
Yeah, like, I was like, dude, I'm going to be in the air for like 6 hours. Like, the best thing I could do is make use of my time and just edit. And like, bro, I was in the plane cracking up at some of our clips, just dying. And then he's like, keep quiet, dude. Like, chill out, And it's just cool because it's fun. It was fun for me, but it was just dope, like, meeting those guys. And they downloaded the podcast and stuff, and we had a good vibes, good conversation. We exchanged information, and it was just like dope people that I met in Philly. And they're like, same thing. They're like, if you ever come out here, they're like, bring your gear, we'll do a podcast, dude. I was like, yeah, it's like a featured podcast. Like, that's some people that I met. We could sit in a room and talk about shit. They lived. That's what I told them. I was like, y'all lived a whole different life than I have.
Right.
You being from Georgia and coming to Philly, and you just growing up in Philly, like, y'all done shit I never seen on the East Coast and experienced a way different lifestyle. Even just the driving in the streets, I was telling them, I was like, you go to Vegas, I was like, we have nice wide streets. Like, out here, you have to be very careful. Like, if you're in the right lane, just know shit might be going down at any moment. Like, and a car might break down or park there in the right lane just to like drop off shit at a store, and you have to drive around that shit. And it's gonna make some traffic. Like, it's just a wild,
The different dynamics of people's lives are amazing. That's why, like, I talked to you about you and like Dee's family dynamic. You know what I mean? Because it's so different from mine, and that's why I like it so much. So experiencing those different things in different places is really cool to enjoy, you know what I mean? Like, that shit is dope.
Yeah, and then after that, literally the next day was the Bad Bunny concert, and allegedly, I brought a decent amount of weed from Vegas to Philadelphia because I didn't want to be weedless. So, and Dutchess, I brought Dutchess too. So, yeah, but it was nice because I was able to smoke there the whole time I was there. And then we got to Bad Bunny, smoked before we got to Bad Bunny.
So, is Philly a weed legal place?
I don't believe so. No.
So you just put your shit in your stowaway bag?
Yeah, I literally put it in my carry-on. But I most airports.
On your carry-on?
Or my check-in bag.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry about that. Yeah, my check-in bag. The only thing I had on my actual like backpack, which was like my carry-on like that I brought with me, I had a weed vape, and I had my nicotine vape, and then I had a pack of Dutches. Cause I was like, just hopefully these make it through. If not, I'll just be like, I forgot that shit was even there. Like, it was just, I mixed it in with a bunch of fucking pens and other shit. They didn't give a fuck. And most times they don't. If you're flying within the U.S., like, they're really just looking for, like, if you're trying to carry, a lot amount of, like, drugs, or you're trying to take, like, fucking knives or fucking hazardous shit where they see, like, oh, this motherfucker's trying to do some sketchy shit.
Guns?
Yeah, like, then it's like, okay, if you didn't check in your gun or anything like that, then it's like, obviously, this motherfucker's doing some sketchy shit.
Did you think about bringing your gun?
Yeah. I told Denise, I was like, I would feel so much safer if I had my gun on me. I was like, and since I have mine legally, I just have to like do the documents and then have it safely stored.
Yeah, you have to get a proper safe for it, like I forget, like a TSA safe. You know what I mean? And easy as hell, as long as the laws are
all good.
Yeah, the same and whatever. Say like you can't take your gun to California.
Exactly. Yeah, because they don't fuck with guns.
You got 16 rounds in your shit. They'd be like,
yeah, pretty much. Bad Bunny was dope. Like we went there. My girl had a fucking blast. So did her sister, and like we had really good seats.
Dude, it seemed like the concert was fucking huge.
Dude, the venue was ridiculous.
Because I saw the story you posted of, bro, there were so many people.
So many. And then even then, like we were in a good section, like mid section, and there's people.
What venue were you at?
There's people above us. It was Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Yeah, and that shit was ridiculously huge. But parking was easy, dude. Like honestly, once you got away from the city, like the streets were better, and just like parking situation was good at the stadium and shit like that. But except we got lost trying to find our car after, but that was just user error. That's just us being litty.
This big ass place?
Yeah.
Dude. That's wild.
And that shit was packed, except that, so we were in like the mid section, and some people above us, it looked like there was a fight breaking out. Everybody was turning around like, what's going on? People were running up there. It was
just somebody twerking?
No. It was an employee grabbing people from the very top and then giving out floor seat tickets. Yes.
Oh, so niggas probably were fighting over there.
Yeah, they were trying to like fill out some of the seats that people either didn't show up or they didn't sell. So me and Denise were like,
this fucking arena.
It would have been worth it for me to run up there, but I was like, oh, it's kind of far and it looks like people are just going crazy.
Yeah, going mayhem. Yeah, so I was like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I'm cool. And we had good seats already.
That is so many seats. Like that shit is huge, dude.
I'm saying, dude. He put on a really good performance, like just like
there was probably hella bad females there, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of good looking women, like just hella Hispanic people. Like
Hella good
that's what
looking
it was.
dudes.
It was yeah, dude. Yeah, hella, dude. But no, it's just funny to see how many. Like I was like, me and Denise were talking about it. We're like, we're gonna. She said it before we got there. She's like, you're
It's
gonna
gonna be
see
the most Hispanics you've ever seen at one place.
Yeah, pretty much. She's like, you're gonna see all the Hispanics from like the East Coast come out here. She's
Oh
like,
yeah.
because like
Oh, yeah.
we met some people and they had came from fucking like what's it called?
I'm sure there was a lot of people from Miami out there.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah, because New
There's
York,
hella Hispanics in New Jersey.
New York, New Jersey. Well, Cuba's close by and shit like that to New York. So a lot of people, Cubans, Puerto
That's
Ricans.
true, yeah,
There's a lot of Cubans, Puerto Ricans, and
Facts.
Bad Bunny's Puerto Rican. So they came out. They came out, and so it was kind of crazy. Like
It's crazy how much support Hispanics have for each other. Like, y'all show out for each other, dude. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, everybody was fucking dancing, twerking. I sparked the blunt in that bitch a couple times. Dude, they didn't search shit. Like, literally, they were like, nah. They searched me like minimal search. I was like, bruh. I was like, people probably in here strapped like a motherfucker. But, yeah, it was cool. We fucking checked that shit out. And, yeah. But then after that, like, went and got some food, went home. Next day, I think it was like the third or fourth day, and pretty much we're running low on weed. I'm smoking on the stairs outside the apartment.
There was no dispensaries out there or anything?
Not that we knew of. We didn't try to look for any, but we know in the East Coast it's not like over here,
Yeah.
So pretty much I'm smoking outside, and I see a guy just like across the street, and like he's like goes like that, like he wants to smoke, and I'm just like, nah, like you ain't gonna hit my shit.
Yeah.
But
I know how you be.
Yeah, I'm like,
I remember
well, you're random,
one
bro.
of the
Like,
last times we went to the lake, you remember those two girls asked they hit the blunt? You're
Yeah.
like, hell no.
like, bitch, the fuck? Like, I don't give a fuck if you're a girl, guy. Like,
And it was COVID
same
time,
shit,
so my
like-
boy was super like, nah, hell no. Fuck
like,
that shit.
like, who are you? Like, yeah, nah, you cannot hit my shit. My bad, but nah. So yeah, like I was just like, nah, and then like I kind of like got the vibe like maybe he has weed.
Right,
So I was
about to
just
say.
like, and we're running low, so I was just like, all right, I guess come over here. I guess you can hit my shit. And he came over. He's like, hey man, y'all need anything? Let me know. I was like, oh, dope.
Matter of fact,
I was like, yeah, I need some weed. He's like, shit. He's like, I'll give you an eighth for $20. I was like, oh shit, bet.
was it cool?
Nah.
Like I was gonna say, East Coast
Nah.
weed be trash, nigga.
Nah, but it's
East
weed.
Coast weed be butt, my boy. That shit,
But it's weed.
bruh, so
But
I got a
it's weed.
plug that sells weed out to like these East Coast niggas. Bro, he be charging them astronomical prices because they're used to straight booty out there. Like
Yeah.
our lows, like our like mid lows be their exotics.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna put my boy's name out there. I got his number. He's hella cool.
Did you
like,
get his actual name?
I fuck with him. Yeah, yeah. He give me his name and shit, and like he's cool as fuck. But I'm not gonna put all his business out there like that. But he's cool as fuck. He got me some weed. He's just like, you need anything else? Like, let me know.
He was like, I'm cool.
Yeah, yeah. Like my boy was like, they definitely party out in Philly,
Oh yeah,
we got
sure.
offered like coke like hella times and
I
shit,
bet.
but everything's just too sketchy out
At
there
the
for
concert?
me. I'm like, yeah, just in
I
general.
was gonna say niggas is
like-
doing blow at that concert. Nigga, it's a Bad Bunny concert.
I
They
was
get
like,
lit.
no, I'm good on all that, bro. I just need some weed and I'm straight. So maybe some alcohol, cause
Maybe.
yeah, for sure.
What's a Cooper Libre?
Ooh, Coke, rum, and the lime,
My
dude.
boy done finally learned
Ooh,
something,
look at us
dog.
growing up, dude.
What's the Dirty Shirley?
Easy. Hey, I don't know. We'll practice that one next, dude.
Garbage. I'm not even the server.
It's okay, guys.
Next chapter. Let's move on.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I got weed, met a good friend, also was just like exchange some information. But my boy was telling me like he seen people get shot and like he lived like in the hood type shit, And he was just like, yeah, you see everything around these parts. He's like, but as long as you stay in your lane, like you good, Like, and then he's like, he was just like pretty cool. But one thing that just kind of like rubbed me the wrong way was just like it was kind of weird.
He called you the B word?
No, he was just talking about just the fact, just the fact that like he's like, oh no, like I own a couple cribs here and shit like that. He's like, you need anything, let me know. Allegedly, and we might remove this, we might keep this on the pod, but he was just like, you know, I get a U-Haul and I travel everywhere and I pick up weed in the West Coast and bring it out here. But I was just like, by the quality of your weed, I was like, it
You
ain't
ain't
no
hitting the West Coast.
Yeah. I was like, you ain't going that far out. And then to top it off,
Because even Arizona got some good weed.
to top it off, like no disrespect, but I got a text message from my boy, like, yo, can I borrow $40? I was like, bro, if you really out here slinging and plugging people and you own homes and shit, and you out here doing what you say, like, you don't need $40, my boy.
Stop
like,
it.
Yeah, man.
Stop it. Yeah, quit it. Cut it out.
Cap of the week.
Like, nigga. No. Bruh. So tell me why something like that. I worked at this pizza place, right? Bro, I worked there for a month. You remember, I quit that job like hella quick. Bruh, some nigga that I worked with, we get paid the same, brother. I got bills.
I'm dead.
I got rent, car payment, like, or not car payment, but like insurance and shit. You know what I mean? Like, bruh, I got actual bills. You don't. And so, like, this is after I quit the job, mind you. And he gonna text me, hey, let me borrow $20 till Friday. No, bro. Like, first of all, I don't even know your last name. Don't even know it.
Nah, bro.
Matter of fact, speaking of it right now, I can't even remember his first name. Like, bro. All these niggas that you work with, that you've been working with for 9 months, however long you've been there, and you gonna ask me after I quit? You better ask these niggas that you see every day, bro. You gonna ask me for?
That's what I'm saying. And then same thing. Like, I was like, bro, and the fucked up part is like, I already know. I bought 3/8 off you. I gave you $60 already.
You didn't make nothing off that?
Yeah, and I'm saying, like, and I know one of them for sure was skimpy as fuck. It was not 3.5. That shit was like 2. I can tell by eyeballing it. But you know what? I'm in your city. I don't give a fuck. I'll still take that. It's all good.
You wouldn't have took it if you had your gun on you.
No. And no. And I'm glad. But he did smoke us out like hella times. So I'm like, hey, it's all good. Like, you know, it's all good. He came over and smoked us out hella times because he worked like across the street and shit. I was like, all right, shit, like dope. And I met a cool person, but I was like, just stop the cap, bro. Like, you don't have to cap, you know, like, it's all good.
How was your Airbnb?
Nice. Very nice.
Were you in the suburbs or what?
It was more the hood.
Because I was going to ask if you had this ratchet ass nigga ask you for $40 after you done gave him 60.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, wild. But it's cool. And like, honestly, it's like one of the, like a neighborhood, they're gentrifying and shit. Like, you see a bunch of nice Airbnbs and like places, and then just like a couple streets over, it's like
It's ratchet
hood.
as hell.
Yeah, hood. So it's just like, it was cool. Like, I met cool people and it was just dope. And the area was still like not bad. And the Airbnb was super comfortable. Everything was clean, nice. So that shit was just dope as fuck. But yeah, man, that's pretty much a little bit of my trip. I have a couple more things though, because, you know, flying back was crazy. And just like I said, the other food in Philly, trash. Like, the only thing they have there that's good is Philly cheesesteaks. If you guys know any other shit out there, let me know what I should try next time I'm in Philly, because, honest, right hand to God, I tried other shit out there. Like, everything else I tried, like, every other meal was average.
Yeah?
Average. Sometimes below average. And I was just like, I'm not even trying to finish this. Like, it's all good.
Well, one thing I think we should put in this podcast before it gets too late to put in is this country concert that we went to.
Oh, yeah, dude. Jesus. Did we never talk about that?
I don't believe so.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so me and Michael and...
Which we didn't know was a country concert.
Yeah, we thought it was a comedy
show
that we got invited to through our jobs. And so it's our boss, a bunch of coworkers, and me and Michael. I brought my wife. Did Sam go? Sam went, huh?
I
I can't remember. but
yeah,
at least most of us
yeah,
were.
San
Yeah,
Diego,
she
yeah,
did.
yeah.
And then so we get to this event, like literally we're we're going in.
So we had to
get
call our boss
passes.
to come down to meet us because he was already there. All right. Bitch ass nigga. Yeah, we gonna put that in the clip. But so we had to meet our boss. We had to call him because he was already at the venue with a couple of our other coworkers. And so we call him down to meet us. We meet him. We got backstage passes, mind you. So we get there. We get in the little venue. We get, we check in or whatever. And we go to, like, show our passes so we can get in the actual venue because we're on the 3rd floor, top tier. And all of a sudden, there's something wrong with our passes.
Bro.
Our boss, which is the whitest man you could think of, gets let through no problem the first time because, hey, he's a white guy at a country concert. What do you expect?
And the people he was with.
But when we called him down and he had to come back in, he was with 4 colored people. And they were like, yeah, hold on. Even though all of us had backstage passes in our hand. They were like, yeah, hold on. There's something wrong with your passes. Mind you, we sat back and watched 50 other people go through while we just were waiting for no reason. And they're just asking around, asking everybody if they can let us in, as if we don't have the same exact pass that everyone had when they went in.
I know. And they made us wait so fucking long just to get this fucking goddamn entrance. Like, we literally
They didn't even give us any other pass or anything like that.
How many people did we see to go through?
Bro, it was more than 50 people.
Like, minimum.
Because it was a fat line of people they just let through, no problem. They were calling people by name like they knew them and shit. Like, bro, what? And we just got to stand here and watch all these people go through. And
like you said, it wasn't even it's not like they gave us tickets, nothing else. They just took our passes and were like, oh, okay, go upstairs. After they made us wait for hella long.
And then when we go up, bro, when I tell you, I was one of 2 black people at this place. It was me and some girl that was at the bar with some guy.
And me.
You ain't black, bitch. Get your ass out of here. Like, literally, there's 5 colored people at this entire venue. No fucking joke.
It was our group.
Us and that girl that was at the bar.
And that girl.
And
yeah,
we're all fucking calm, cool, collected. We're chilling. The only person that really was tripping was this 50-year-old white dude that got super drunk, and this dude fell out.
And he's a big dude. I'm talking about
bro,
6'1",
6'1",
heavy
250. Like, he was a big guy. And
people trying to help him stay up. Nope.
Bruh,
you ain't helping him up.
He dropped.
Yeah, you're not helping that up.
He dropped.
Dude. Oh, gosh.
Then they gonna ask us for one of our chairs. So his clumsy old white ass could sit in it. Bruh.
Oh, man.
We already in the back.
Yeah, no. It took, you know how long it took us to get in here? Bruh.
We still gave him a chair because we're decent people.
Yeah.
And we brought over a trash can.
And water.
Because we're decent people.
Good
people. Fuck them, nigga.
Oh, man.
I ain't never felt so much injustice in my life.
Man, we left so fast, though.
Oh, yeah. We were out of there in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We were out of there in 30 minutes.
Had a couple drinks, and the music was terrible. When I say terrible, just the worst.
Oh, could you believe that our coworker thought I knew the artist that was on stage?
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
So where we were sitting, there's a TV behind one of my coworkers that's showing all the shit that's going on stage behind us. And she's asking who is on stage. So I see the name on the TV and I say it. And she goes, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, I listen to him all the time. And he was like, really? No.
Never.
What you think? I don't listen to this motherfucker. What you talking about? No, I don't listen to this motherfucker. There's a fucking TV behind you, stupid.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was a bullshit ass night though. That I really felt like, and I'm one of those people that try not to go straight to, oh, this is a black and white thing, but that shit was uncomfortable.
So uncomfortable.
It was uncomfortable.
For all of us.
And
we're right next to the table the whole time, just
and even
they just kept ignoring us, no one acknowledged us.
I feel like even if that whole situation, us getting in, didn't happen, it would still have felt very uncomfortable for me. But the fact that whole shit happened when we were trying to get in,
Way worse.
that didn't have any explanation. You know what I mean? It didn't make any sense.
Yeah, man. That's the fucking story about fucking work, man. Work outings.
Man, you missed a lot at work this week, dude.
Yeah, I bet. And it was a nice show too. I wanted to be there for.
Yeah, dude. We had. Can I say
What?
who we had?
Yeah, fuck it, dude.
We had Annie Letterman at our comedy club this weekend, and it was pretty dope. She did 4 shows, and the first 2 shows, Friday, Saturday, sold out pretty good, and then the show on Friday sold pretty good, both of them, and then the shows on Saturday, the first one was like 100 and some change, but the second one sold out, and it was really good. Like, she's a really funny comic. The first day I had like a second to go out and get a piece, like catch a piece of her set, and it was really funny. And the second day, like, I was so busy, I had no time to go out and check her set at all. But the money was worth it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a cook, so I don't make the tips that you guys make. But for me to come out with the amount of tips that I made that night was like,
hell yeah,
it did really good.
I'm glad, my boy. That's what it's about. Is like
Finally able to feed my kids, boy.
The word gets out there now, and it's like people keep coming out there. Shout out Annie, man. She is funny as fuck, and her podcast.
Yeah, I've never really watched
too.
any of her shit before, so to see her for the first time, it was
I'm a
really
fan
funny
too, which I'm like,
I
bummed
know,
out
I
that
heard.
I missed out, dude. I'm like, oh.
But
it's
you're
all
a fan of
good,
Big
dog.
Bunny or Bad Bunny too? I said Big Bunny.
Big Bunny.
It's a big ass fucking rabbit, nigga. Nah, but
Yeah,
Bad Bunny.
nah.
So I know you like him a lot.
Yeah, and the experience was dope, and also like fucking just back to this fucking Florida shit a little bit. I went.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the
Yeah,
Florida
yeah,
part.
just flying. I mean, sorry, fucking Philadelphia back. So we had a layover in Florida for 8 hours coming back to Vegas, and I totally missed out on one part too. I don't think I talked about this fucking goddamn. So on the third night that we were there, backtracking a little bit, pretty much I'm driving the rental car and we went to go get food. I'm driving.
Dear God.
Yeah, I'm driving. I'm telling you, yeah, we have fucking.
He's a terrible driver, guys.
I'm
by
not
the
that
way.
bad, dude. Like,
He's pretty bad.
I don't crash and shit though. Like
He don't, but
And
he
I've been a
might
lot
pop his
better.
tire every now and then.
Yeah, and
he
I've been
might
a lot
run
better.
over a curb here and there.
And I've been a lot better, you know. I've been
Lately,
a lot
yeah.
better. I've been
He
a
might
lot
catch
better
his
at my
car
shit.
on fire. You don't know.
Cause you know, so I've been trying to just be good, you know, driving carefully and shit. Tell me why, dude. I'm making a right turn after we get our food and shit. We're going home, back to the Airbnb, and then fucking pothole, bro. Just biggest pothole of my life. I don't see this shit. I try to literally like avoid it a little bit, but
Did you
I'm
see
like,
it, like,
there's no
last
way.
second?
Like literally, I was already like, by the time I saw it, I was like, I'm hitting this shit. Like it's one of those situations where you're like, and I'm already making this right turn, so it's like, fuck. So like, the car's going right. I'm like, maybe if I go a little bit more right, like I can avoid it. But I was just like, nah, there's no way. Like I just have to try to slow down. So I slowed down, bro. Just hit that shit. Instantly, the tire just felt to go flat. The car just swerves, bro. Literally, I lose control, and I hit the fucking curb, dude. Thank God
I was about to
Thank God I didn't
say.
hit another car or anything else, or like a person or anything. But I hit a fucking curb, and then like after that, I try to put the car in neutral to push it to like put it somewhere safe, and then change the tire and shit. Nah, when I hit that curb, that shit came off the axle, bro.
What?
Yes. So like literally, I like on the right side, I just saw like from the bottom, I was like, "There's no way this car's moving." I was like, "This car's not gonna
No
move."
way.
Yeah. So I had to call fucking tow truck. We had to get a fucking Uber home. So I'm dealing with all that shit right now, and that's why I was
Are
like,
you
I was
kidding
so
me?
stressed most of my fucking goddamn trip, dude. It was so annoying. But
That's why you said it was a good and bad trip.
yeah, and I'm like, fuck Philadelphia and their stupid ass streets and your stupid ass food and your stupid ass people. Some of them are cool. But yeah, dude, fuck that. I would
Bruh,
never
are
live.
you
I would never live
serious?
there. And yeah, fuck you,
So what was the fucking rim just like?
dude. It just looks so stupid. It was so bad.
Do you have
I have
pictures?
pictures. I'll show you later.
Can
Yeah,
we
I
put
might
them in post?
I might post them. I might not. Just that's how
He's
upset I am
going to.
about
I'm
it.
gonna shame him into posting it.
Yeah. So it was just
No
so
way,
annoying.
dude.
Yeah.
You got insurance on your rental, right?
Yeah, like I have insurance. Everything like, you know, is covered through my insurance and shit like that. So thank God Denise calmed me down. She was like, it's okay. Like, shit happens, accidents happen and shit. She's like, that's why you have insurance. And she's like, it's just unfortunate. Like it's shitty streets. Like you can't do nothing about that. Like she's like,
I mean, you're not
you
used
don't
to
know the
them, so you
area.
don't know,
She's like, she's like, people probably know the area and they know to drive around this shit. You know. She's like, you didn't know. So I was like, all right. So we got another rental, and thank God everything was good with that car. And then pretty much, yeah. Then we had this layover in Florida. We're coming back. We're there for 8 hours. So we got another rental.
Yeah, because when I saw in my story you were chilling at the beach the day you were supposed to come home, I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga doing, dude? Oh, this nigga is not going to make the podcast. This nigga going to be way too tired. Nigga chilling at the beach before he gets on a flight. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and let me tell you, the traffic in Florida is shit, but at least their streets are very nice, very wide. Like, they just have a lot of people, you know? So it's like, whatever. I can deal with that, though. I can deal with traffic as long as, like, my streets ain't this tiny and I ain't fucking dealing with potholes every other fucking street and just bullshit on every corner. Like, fuck that. Fuck Philly. It's way too active, too. People walking on all the streets. This is why I say fuck some of the people, is because literally the people walking on the streets or biking, they don't give a fuck, bro. Like, they'll get hit by your car. It's like they want to get hit by your shit. Yeah, like, motherfuckers will be playing with you, like, on all corners, dude. Like, and the drivers, too, they don't give a fuck. Like, bro, I didn't see so many people run red lights in Philly, like, more than ever at any place. Like,
you've run more red lights than anybody I know.
Yes, and still not as many as I saw in Philly. Jesus, it was ridiculous, dude. Like literally, people would be like, "You driving too slow?" Like, cross that shit. People would be driving on the opposite side of traffic as long as they're going into the next street or some shit. Like, people don't give a fuck, bro. Like, you're just like, what the
That's
fuck?
wild.
Yeah, dude. And the parking is garbage. Like, no one has...
Shay Garbaggio?
Garbaggio. But nobody has fucking, like, actual parking garages. Like, they park on the street. So it's like, cars...
Is it worse than LA parking?
Bro, worse. Like, it's the same, if not worse. Like, I will only say Philly's worse because the streets are so shit, bro. It's like, someone fix those streets. Like, yeah.
Because LA streets be trash, too.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, bro, these potholes, bro, and just, like, some places in the street, bro, like, literally, you're driving and you're, like, you just see all the cars going like this. Driving around shit the whole time.
Dude, I'm not going to lie, I think it was the 215 I was driving on maybe like last week, or it was earlier in this week, and I was driving in a lane that I don't usually drive in, and I was coming home from work actually, and I was driving in the right lane, which I don't usually do, and it was a big ass pothole, and my front tires are garbage right now. Like, one of them is pretty much completely bald, and I was like, bro, if I hit this pothole, I'm going to blow my tire. But it was too late, just like you said. But like, maybe I fucking, maybe I swerved a little bit and saved it because I didn't pop my tire. But I saw that shit and my heart sank.
Oh no, dude!
Like,
tell you. And it's rare out there, dude. It's like every street.
That's why I don't drive on the east side, because nigga, the streets on the east side out here are garbage.
And I told Denise, I was like, if we go back to Philly or some shit, I was like, I'm not driving, or we're getting Ubers. Like, I'll pay for Ubers. It's the same shit as what it costs for everything at this point, and fucking with all the shit that happened. But yeah, besides that, nice Philly cheesesteaks, good concerts, some cool people.
Don't buy your weed from
bad Latinos.
The nigga across the street from you.
Terrible weed. Terrible everything else, to be honest.
So how much weed did you bring with you?
Oh, I took we were pretty much out of our weed completely, and the night before we left. So Denise was like, just bought another eighth. We'll smoke it before we go anyway. And I was like, all right, cool. Bought the eighth, and we smoked a blunt. And I was like, we smoked another blunt in the morning. I still had enough for like a blunt or two. No, I still had like enough for a blunt too, because we were still like managing, like smoking skimps blunts.
You had a blunt and a half.
Yeah, pretty much. And so I was like, the rest of it packed up. I was like, let's see if we could get it to Florida. Got it to Florida. So we rolled up in Florida. We smoked, and then we just went to the fucking beach. Literally, we took clothes for fucking Florida. So we had like beach fits and shit. Mm-hmm. So we were all comfortable and shit. And we stopped at this liquor store, bought those drinks that we bought today.
Oh, yeah,
That's where I found them.
Tequila drinks.
Yeah, those were really good. So we had some drinks on the fucking beach, smoked a blunt. Like, Denise got in the ocean and shit. And then I got in there a little bit, but not, like, all the way. And it was just cool. We were eating around. We got fucked up, though, dude. Like, we got fucked. I was lit. I was lit, dude, because we bought a fucking little handle of Jack Daniels, too, had those drinks. We bought margaritas, micheladas,
tequila and whiskey, dude.
Dude, everything, bro. Like, that was litty, bro. And that's why I was feeling myself, dude. And I was high. I was like, we have to move the podcast to Miami, bro, or like Florida.
Did you get your tobacco vape through?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're big chilling,
bro. Everywhere, dude. I was litty everywhere. I was like, oh, we're moving to Florida. That's my vibe, dude. I can deal with the traffic, but
so fuck Texas.
Yeah, fuck Texas, dude.
No,
Florida
dude.
Probably way fire.
I'd rather
dude.
move to
but
Texas
the people
than
are just
Florida, bro.
lit in Florida, dude. People are lit. They want to party.
It's
the beach,
hot.
the water though. You
It's
go
hot,
jump in
though.
the water, dude. Like, oh, dude, it's so nice.
Like, it's March. Go there in August.
And the people, the women, bro.
Go. All right, go in July.
Bro.
Go in July. See if you still like it.
Go in July. Oh God, man, yeah.
Because I guarantee you'll be like, fuck Florida if you go in July. I went to Texas in July and it wasn't that bad. I guarantee you Florida is probably twice as bad.
Maybe I should do a little research because I was just in the moment. It was spring break, so everybody was there.
Is it spring break right now?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. Like, because we were there.
I ain't paid attention to spring break since I was in high school.
Me either. I was like, maybe that's why there's like, once I heard that, I was like, now everything makes sense because everything was
There's a lot of people
packed everywhere. Just the beach packed. But yeah, it was just dope. And then the not dope part was we had to fly back to fucking Vegas. So when we got to the airport, I was not feeling it. Being drunk and lit at an airport, bro, not it, bro. Not it. I was there like, yo, let me just take a nap.
What time was this?
I don't even know. We had to leave I think like 7
p.m.
Yeah, 7 p.m. And then we got home apparently like 10 something p.m., almost 11. So we pretty much fly. We're right above Vegas, and then we get a fucking message through the intercom. So we're not able to land in Vegas because due to winds.
Dude,
bro,
it was windy as fuck yesterday.
So windy, bro. And then no one can come in, no one can leave. They're like, we're going to try to just fly around for 20 minutes and see what happens because they might let us land. But after 20 minutes, we're going to run out of gas pretty much. So we're going to have to fly somewhere else to load up on gas anyway. 10 minutes after that message, we're going to California. I was like, bruh, I'm so tired from flying all day and being drunk and being lit, bro. I was not feeling good in the airplane already because I was just like, I'm be hungover and shit. Like, I was just not feeling good. And I was just like, God damn it, now we have to go to Cali. And I was like, just praying that we didn't have to stay there for a day.
Overnight.
Yeah, and then fly in the next morning and shit like that. And mind you, on the way from Philly to fucking from Florida to Vegas, we had some people right behind us, like literally the most annoying 3 people of my life. It could have been that I was a little bit fucking drunk, maybe hungover. I don't even know how I was feeling at the time. Sick.
Worse than some coworkers?
Worse. Bro, these people were like literally it was 2 dudes and this girl, and these guys became instant best friends with this bitch. Fuck that hoe. And
were they trying to fuck?
No, I feel like she was just dick riding them so hard because they were talking about like they own their own business and shit like that, which I don't give a fuck. Be successful, do whatever. But these motherfuckers, as soon as they got on the plane, they sat down, they became friends with this girl just like off basic conversation, like, oh, she's cool, like, where are you from and all that.
So were the 2 guys friends and they became friends with her? Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
They're flying together to Vegas for a conference or some shit. But instantly they're like, they hear a baby cry. Like the baby barely even cried like at all, like once. Like, and they're like, God, someone fucking shut this baby up. We're going to have to deal with this the whole flight. And this was in the beginning.
That probably would have been me.
Yes, but this is like barely in the beginning.
Like,
and
bro,
he only
fuck this
cried
baby.
once, right?
Stupid ass.
Bro, tell me what the whole flight from fucking Florida to Vegas, these motherfuckers talk way more than that. Baby was the quietest baby of my whole life. Motherfucker cried once in the beginning and was like, all right, I ain't fucking with this, I'll shut up. These motherfuckers were loud the whole
y'all ain't fucking with this.
Like, I swear.
Y'all like that? All right, cool.
I swear. That's literally what it felt like.
Y'all ain't fucking with this.
So, like, baby was quiet as fuck. This motherfucker's just talking the whole flight. Like, just becoming friends. And this girl's just dick riding so hard. She's just like, you guys are so funny. And then they're just, like, being loud. And they're exchanging information and shit. Oh, we got to meet your friends when we get there. I got to meet your friends. Cool. I don't give a fuck. Like, whatever. I ignored it the whole time. But by the time we got to Vegas and we were 20 minutes in the air just flying around, they were being so fucking obnoxious, bro. And
worse than you when you're drunk?
Yes, like 10 times me when I'm drunk. On my mom, dude. Like, they were being so loud, and I could tell people were starting to get annoyed in the plane. People were starting to be like, oh, nah, like, they got to shut the fuck up. Like, and this girl starts talking about how, oh, I have roommates. They're Asian, like, and she's like, at first she's like, they're cool, and the guy's like, oh, Asian, like,
are these all white people?
Yes.
Okay.
And as a joke,
China virus.
No, as a joke, this guy's like, oh, you gotta get them out of there, like, ASAP. And they start laughing, haha, just kidding, right? Just kidding. And then they start like really saying some like other racist shit, just like making like Chinese noises and shit like that. Yeah, like loud as fuck on the plane. And so then like finally, I'm just like so fucking annoyed of them, just because I don't give a fuck even if they're being racist, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck.
So they were telling their jokes, like, and it was just pure.
Yeah, just garbage. Part 2. And so, yeah, dude, it was just bad. And so, like, I could tell people now are starting to get annoyed and mad. And then, so I'm finally just like, I literally look, I'm like, and I'm like, I look at Denise, and Denise like, dude, can you fucking believe this shit? So, do you know Denise? Like, she don't stay quiet. She starts talking shit loudly. And so then I'm like, I feel you. So I start singing.
Yeah, that's me.
I start singing, men talk more than bitches these days. I say that loudly twice. And then the guy behind me is like, wait, what'd you say? And I was like, can y'all shut the fuck up? I was like, y'all being loud as fuck. Just shut the fuck up. And then he's like, damn, dude, you don't have to be rude. I'm like, and then Denise like, y'all the ones that are being rude. You're being loud as fuck on the plane. You're not being considerate about anyone else. And you're being racist. Like, fight, dude. And you're being racist. They're like, we're not being racist. I was like, bro, I done heard y'all talk shit about Asian people for the last 20 minutes. Everyone done heard that shit. I was like, just shut the fuck up. And then the guy was like, he's like, why'd I have to be rude? And he's like, and other people are talking. I'm like, yeah, and no one's being nearly as loud as you. I was like, and then he like they were talking and saying some shit. I don't even know what they said. And the girl said something, and I was like, how about y'all just all suck my dick and shut the fuck up? And then after that, they just shut the fuck up. Like the whole ride to LA, from LA back to Vegas. But they were just saying shit under their breath, like, oh, as soon as we get off this flight, you better have the same energy and shit like that. Bro, I looked at him. I was like, do something now. I'm like, I done told you, shut the fuck up. And I'm glad you did. Thank you guys for shutting the fuck up. And it was just like, bro, literally they were annoying as fuck. And one of the dudes, like, literally probably could have beat my ass. He was tall. Like, he was big as fuck. Like, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'll fade you right now because y'all just being annoying. And then one of the guys, I beat his ass too, and the bitch too. I don't give a fuck. Y'all could get these hands all day.
And the bitch too.
Yeah, like, oh shit. I don't give a fuck, dude. And so, yeah, that was my fucking flight. So Philly was great time, dude.
Yeah, I'm glad you had a good trip.
Thanks, dude.
Sounds amazing. I really want to go to Philly. Let's go. We should move there. Trying to get a house?
No.
Why not?
In Florida, dude.
We could have a neighbor that sells weed and only gives us 2 grams when we buy an eighth.
Nah, dude.
Sounds great.
And of some boof.
Dude.
Of some boof.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah, man. But that's my fucking Philly recap. You got anything else you want to get off?
No, it's all good, man.
You had a good week? I hope you had a better week.
Had a great week.
Good, man. That's this week's episode of
Shout out Philly.
Yeah, shout out Florida. Shout out Philly.
Shout out Texas.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this week's episode of the Microdose.
We out.
And we coming at you every week, so just make sure to follow on all platforms. YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Follow us on Twitter, on fucking Facebook.
Not Snapchat.
Everything else, though. Instagram, all that good shit. Check us out. We're on all platforms.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you guys.